Hi there, my name is Cole, and today I have built the Rolls-Royce Cullinan in Lego. Now, you'll also notice today we're outside. I don't know why we're outside. It's like 100 degrees out here, and it's like almost October, so I don't know. I thought it's green. We have green car, green plant. You know, it's nice and coherent. So today I'm going to show you guys how I built this. Now, if you'd like to build this yourself, I made instructions for this. They look like this. I think they look quite nice. You can get them at my website or Rebrickable. The links are in the description below. And before we do that, a shout out, I suppose, to the Patreon supporters. Here they are here. They got to see this video early. They also got to see what I'm working on early with this brand new behind the scenes kind of vlog video. If you want to check that out, if you're interested in seeing things like that yourself. With that, let's talk about this in greater detail. Alright, so time to talk about the Cullinan in greater detail. But before we start, look at this. I have this cool shirt that I want to show you guys with my logo on the front and for my cars on the back. And so if you are interested in this, keep your eyes open on the stuff I make, because you might be able to get one soon. But in the meantime, let's talk about this. So yes, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, I don't generally build SUVs, so something different. Now, the Cullinan is kind of a dumb vehicle because it's just like this, like you could get a Phantom and that's a lot like cooler looking and just like makes more sense as a Rolls-Royce. This is kind of just like people buy SUVs these days, so they made an SUV and like, people buy them, so I guess it works, but still, it's just really big and in your face and kind of obnoxious. However, I think they look sick, especially this one that it's dark green and it's lowered and just looks really cool. And so I was like, I'm going to build one of these, and so I built one of these. And this is very different than most of my models, so let's talk about that. So I think the scale of this thing is really wrong. It's not that big compared to any of my supercars. The wheels are too small. But overall, I think it just works. It is in dark green Lego over tan Lego, which is one of my favorite real car color combinations, and is, well, now one of my favorite Lego car color combinations. It has several functions. Now, usually my models don't have any functions. This one will fit 4 minifigures. Hold on, I was just filming the B-roll for the video, and I've determined that the Cullinan does not fit minifigures, unless you happen to be running 4 bald minifigures, or minifigures with no hair pieces, because as you can see I have 4 minifigures in there right now, and the roof is looking kind of janky. So, yeah, this doesn't fit minifigures unless you really want it to, and I am not modifying that roof to fit minifigures hair pieces anymore because it's already a little bit floppy, and so yeah, alright. Another model that does not fit minifigures. All the doors open, admittedly, somewhat roughly, but I kind of care about it looking good, although there are big hinges on the outside, but they work. They just take a little bit of force to open them. Full interior with like details and all that stuff, and then kind of the reason why I wanted to build a Rolls-Royce at all is because I wanted to try and integrate a working hood ornament. Now, I kind of wish I filmed a design process video for this because it would have been a lot more interesting. But basically, there's this little like plate in front of the passenger front seat, and if you push this back and forth, the hood ornament on the hood, of course, which is this minifigure statue piece that represents the spirit of ecstasy, the angel-looking thing on real Rolls-Royces. And basically it'll retract it, because real Rolls-Royces have this feature where you can retract it, I suppose, if you think somebody would steal it, if you're in an environment in which somebody may be looking to steal and perhaps resell your hood ornament for greater value, for any value, you can just retract it under the hood. I think this is really funny, and so I thought it'd be really funny to integrate it into a Lego model, and I did, and it works fairly well. It's pretty reliable, although this does mean there's a big hole in the hood when it's not there. But I think it's cool. Like I said, this is not what I normally build, so I'm gonna do something different. Now, the whole model is really quite simple. There's some interesting techniques in the front, like the way the grille goes together here. There's also the roller skate technique used up here, which kind of uses the end of a roller skate piece as a stud, which is technically not a legal building technique, but you guys who have been here for a while might realize by now I do not care. As long as it like works, it works. There are like turbofan aero disc wheels on this thing based off of this, or there's a couple real ones that have just big flat wheels on them that I think look kind of cool. They just add to like the obnoxiousness of these, and so we have those on here. You can build this in 2 colors, by the way. I have instructions for this green version and for a white version. I think both look quite nice. Other than that, there's not like a ton to talk about this one. It's a pretty straightforward build, and so if you're interested, go check out the instructions. Maybe build it yourself. Go check out the Patreon. And with that, I guess that's really all I have to say. I would sit around and talk about the details, but honestly, I think you guys kind of get it at this point, and next time I'll try to make a more interesting video for the next model, because I was trying to figure out how I'm going to make this model video that interesting. I was like, okay, I'll go outside and I'll sit on the floor over here, and then, oh well, I hope it was more interesting than usual. The next model will be considerably classier, which feels weird to say, because this is a Rolls-Royce, so it's technically kind of classy, but it's also a Cullinan, so it's not very classy. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching to this point if you did. Jesus loves you, and I hope I'll see you watching the next video, or I hope you watch the next video. But if you don't watch the next video, then that's cool. Just like, I don't know, maybe we'll see you around again here someday.